All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Lock in, lock in. Red up. Red up. Gotta go.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Blue.
On 3rd down, that's Cohen. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Blue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Lock in. Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 18. Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Play action, Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Black 80! 180! 11.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Hang on, we got, you see it? You see it? Right here. Move. Lock in. Yep.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Lock in. Hey, gotta go. Yep.
They pitch out to Howard. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Lock in. Red, Move.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Gotta go.
And he'll go down at the 28. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16.
Red,
On second down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and just like that, it's third down.
43 is the mic, 43. Check, 43. Blue. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Blue. Red, up. Gotta go.
Again, it's Trubisky. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it. Exploit it and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Blue. Lock in. Red, up. Check. Behind. Red, up. Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 21. Here we go. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Blue, blue. Blue, blue. Red, red, up. Up.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Okafor. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
There you go, we got, you see it? Red, red, up. Up.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. Trubisky will throw. Trying to improvise. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Nelson Aguilar with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. He adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
21.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 96 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here comes Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Garoppolo. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a first down. 11. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Blue. Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Red, up. Hey, gotta go.
They go play action with Trubisky. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
18. Gotta go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Red, up. Lock in. Hey, 18. Gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this is gonna be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I got you. Hey, go.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Red, up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, 18. Hey, gotta go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Gotta go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Quick move by Miller. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. But they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Well, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Go ahead. 21.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
You see it? There you go. You see it? 18. Gotta go. Red, up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. Run the ball after it. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And now running right through it. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Going for it all. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Garoppolo to throw on second down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. The Saints on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
21.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week, he hit on right at 50%. This week, he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, Parker, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Lock in. Gotta go. 18.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in and run him down for what will be a loss of 15 yards. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Lock in. Hey, 18. Red, up. Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Hey, gotta go.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled. Now Trubisky lost the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They come out here in the eye. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mitchell Trubisky, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are in for 6. with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Right there. All day, baby.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
12.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Hey, gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Hey, gotta go.
On first down, Trubisky. He shakes him off. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights off the defender. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Trubisky to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those will be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Garoppolo now. Lets it fly deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Reds up! Reds up! Reds up! 18. Blue.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gotta go.
first and goal. Howard. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Gotta go, gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They go counter with Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Hurry, hurry. Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
Trubisky with a give to Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gotta go.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
18.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And an alley to run. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain. And